Social Fresh, we're one of the oldest social media conference companies out there. We're doing a lot more than conferences these days, but we're basically a social media education company. We train other people how to do social media marketing to build better businesses. And we do that through some offline conferences. We do that through socialfresh.com. We get about 150,000 people a month to our websites. And we're doing that even more now through digital products. So through ebooks, through webinars, and through online conferences. We have our first online conference, as you alluded to earlier, coming up on the topic of Facebook advertising. We're really excited about that one. Kind of a niche, but a lot of money being spent in that niche, and a lot of people really big education gap in that topic specifically. So we're building education products for social media marketers.
Now the interesting thing for me is, so I spent about 10 years in South Carolina, not very far from Charlotte. And you were in Charlotte for quite some time, is that correct?
That's correct. Social Fresh was founded there, and then I moved from Charlotte a little over 2 years ago now to New York City. I guess my parents told me ever since I was about 3 or 4, before I even knew really what New York City was, I wanted to move there, and eventually it came to pass. So I've always been a big city guy, even though I grew up in kind of rural North Carolina. Was in Charlotte for a little while. That was our first place for Social Fresh, our first conference. And now we're doing one East Coast conference and one West Coast conference every year.
So I've only been online and using the tools the way that I use them now for a few years, but I feel like I watched Social Fresh grow right in front of my eyes. How old of a company is it?
So we're almost 4 years old now. We'll be 4 years old this month.
And really just, and I don't mean to say just, but really starting to grow in the last year to 18 months. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say the last year we've really seen a lot of pickup. Our blog wasn't really an industry blog until right about 2 years ago. Before that, it was more of a news site for our conferences. So once we started focusing on the blog as an industry site, a lot of opportunities started picking up. And then I'd say about 6 to 12 months ago, we really started producing more online content. 80 to 90% of the content we build is free. And then we monetize by people paying to attend our conferences online and offline. And those are, I'd say, our best content, but a lot of the great stuff we produce is free of charge, and people consume it every day.